All right, guys, great win. But before we talk more about this win, I just want to give a shout out to the real winner, the real MVP that helped us win this game, the kicker!
Yeah, Youngwei Koo! Youngwei.
No, not our kicker. That kicker. What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown. And if you're new here, welcome. Whoa. I don't mean this lightly when I say that was the first ever Falcons game that I walked away speechless. Seriously. Even the games in the past, whether we won or lost, I felt like I always had some sort of takeaway. But in this one, you even saw it in my reaction video. I was screaming and yelling, and I was about to say like some takeaways, and then I was like, you know what? I need like a second to think. Like literally what happened. That had to have been the greatest Falcons game I've ever watched. Like, it had to have been. I mean, there were so many series of events going on, and like, any team could have won. Any freaking team could have won. It was like 37-35 or something, 37-34 final score in overtime. I mean, it just, wow. Just insane. I'm still kind of speechless, honestly. I still don't really know what to say, but I'll try to say what I need to say for this video. We're gonna go over a lot of takeaways, and usually I go over the bad things first, and then I go over the positives in the end, but for this one, just whatever I feel should be in order, whether it be a good takeaway, then a bad takeaway, then another bad takeaway, then a good one or something like that. I don't know. We're going to go over the best takeaways that I saw from this game starting right now. And so the first takeaway that I saw is the running game obviously is still really good. Tyler Algier looks like he's going to be a special running back in the future. And I like Caleb Huntley a lot. I mean, they're already giving him a lot of carries, but I just kind of want to see a little more from him is all I'm really saying. And it looks like Cordarrelle Patterson's going to be back, but I don't think that means that you're going to see less of Tyler Algier and Caleb Huntley. If anything, I think you'll see Cordarrelle Patterson split carries instead of get most of the workload, which is not a bad thing because this running game is just special, and Marcus Mariota's still using his legs. It's just incredible to see how far this running game has gone, and if we can keep this up, maybe we can win games by running the ball, and nobody saw that coming. Now, the second takeaway is the birthday boy did have an amazing game. Now, yes, he did have 3 picks, and they were kind of costly, I won't lie, especially the one in overtime. But, I mean, other than that, used his legs in critical downs. Overtime, he used his legs to get in field goal range to help us win the game, and had some pretty nice throws here and there. Threw it to Kyle Pitts, which was fun to see. Again, when you utilize Kyle Pitts, you win games. But yeah, Marcus Mariota had an amazing birthday. And I mean, everyone was kind of thinking he was going to get benched after that first interception, right? Me included. Anytime I'm watching a Falcons game, I always text my brother back and forth whatever's happening in the game and whatever's happening in his game that he's watching. And I kept on saying it. I was like, Mariota's benched, Mariota's benched. And it just didn't happen. And he just kept balling out. So at this point, guys, I don't know when we're going to see Desmond Ridder play. Really, I honestly don't. But hey, Marcus Mariota, for what it's worth, he is keeping us alive in not just the playoff hunt, but for winning the NFC South. We are first place, and he is doing the best that he can, so guess I won't argue with it. Another takeaway is that Kyle Pitts had kind of a quiet, good game, got 80 yards and a touchdown. Again, I said it already, but when you utilize Kyle Pitts, you win games. Voila. And honestly, enough said, I don't need to say more. I think my last offensive takeaway is Damiere Byrd is actually kind of catching me by surprise. I honestly didn't see that coming. Like, Damiere Byrd is actually pretty good. That speed and quickness was just something I certainly did not know he had. And I mean, hey, he really helped swing the momentum for the Falcons late in the game with that one. I forgot how long of a play it was, but I mean, hey, like, he turned what was supposed to just kind of be like a first down and we just keep the drive going. No, he just turns it into a long, speedy touchdown, and it was just nice to see. So Damiere Byrd is, like, I don't know if he's like proving to be a wide receiver number 2 or anything, but he's just being really good is all I'm really saying. And as for the defense made some plays here and there. Like Lorenzo Carter, I think should be extended for a little longer. He's living up to the hype. Had a cool pick 6. I freaked out seeing it. I just kept texting my brother, whoa, 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 whoa. And he's like, you didn't have to text that much. And I was like, yes, I did. Like, that was insane. Like, he literally just stood where he was at and just, like, you don't see defensive linemen do that. You just don't. Like, pass rushers don't do that. So that was awesome. I loved seeing that. And that really swung the momentum because the Falcons didn't really have anything going for them before the half, let's be honest. But that pick 6 kind of woke everyone up, like, okay, we're back in. So that was cool. But then, a negative here is like, obviously the secondary gets picked apart. Cornell Armstrong is doing like okay, but he's not as bad as I thought he was going to be, but he still is kind of getting picked apart. And just, the secondary just needs a lot of help. In that one Hail Mary with the Panthers and DJ Moore, was anyone surprised that we let it up? I don't think anyone was surprised. As soon as PJ Walker chucked it, it was actually touching the heavens, I was like, we all know this is going to be a touchdown. We know it. Touchdown Panthers. I don't know why the secondary started to stop and just stop running with DJ Moore. I don't know what they were trying to do, but we all freaking knew that was going to be a touchdown. We did. We all freaking knew it. And I thought we were going to lose the game. And then the PAT is missed. But the secondary still didn't help us throughout just that moment. The secondary just has a lot of work to do, simply put. Isaiah Oliver still didn't look very good. I never was high on Isaiah Oliver, to be honest with you, but yeah, I don't know. The secondary needs a lot of help. And my next takeaway is, can we please just get rid of Dean Pease, honestly? He's doing the best that he can, and he got better, but just performances like this, I get that, the talent is the worst he's ever worked with, but I don't know, man. I just don't think you need to keep him any longer. Frankly, we should have lost that game. That Hail Mary should have done it for us, but we got lucky. And that would have been another blown lead, or, another blown opportunity from Dean Pease. And I think it's just time. He's probably going to ride out the rest of the season, but I don't know. If keep him next year, I don't feel good about this, to be honest with you. But I don't know. I don't feel good about him. And then I guess my last player takeaways, Younghoe Koo is obviously the real deal here. I don't know what else to say. Younghoe Koo is just awesome. As soon as Younghoe Koo was lining up to kick the game winner, it was just this huge step aside, Panthers. Let us show you how our real kicker gets it done. So that was nice to see. Now, my last 2 takeaways, one's negative and one's positive. I'll start with the negative, and you guys are going to get absolutely mad at me for this, but I don't think the Falcons necessarily proved that they can win a shootout game. I just don't, because let's be honest, for one thing, that was just a totally different quarterback we were playing instead of Joe Burrow. Against Joe Burrow and those receivers, we stood no chance. And then against PJ Walker and the Panthers, we kind of got lucky with a couple overthrows and underthrows from PJ Walker. But it's not just that. This wasn't a game where you look at it and you were like, you know what? Despite all odds, the Falcons defense stood strong. And it looked like we were going to lose, but Dean Pease played the right play call and our defense stood strong. No, this was just we actually got lucky. And usually luck doesn't go our way for us Falcons fans, but this time it did. Multiple times. The PAT should have been made, and I don't think anyone was going to expect Marcus Mariota, despite how good he played, with 12 seconds left in the game. I don't think he was seriously going to drive down the field and throw a Hail Mary, especially considering how bad his deep throws have been in that game. So the DJ Moore Hail Mary should have sealed the deal for us. And then in overtime, Marcus Mariota throws the interception. We let up a big return after the interception, And that field goal should have done it for us. So I don't think we proved that we can win a shootout, to be honest with you. We can be in a shootout, but I don't know if we can win it. So we got to clean that up, and it's all just up to Dean Pease and Marcus Mariota stepping up a little more because, his deep passes were pretty ugly. And, of course, the secondary. A lot of things do need to step up here. However, my last positive is Falcons are at least proving that they are not the worst roster in the league. And that they are at least... At this point, I don't think it's all that impossible to say that they actually could win the South, especially considering how disappointing the Bucs have been. And, I respect the heck out of Rise Up Reader, but there was just one tweet that they made that I just respectfully disagree with. It said something like, is this what we want, like us Falcons fans, to see this team go to the playoffs when we're supposed to get a quarterback high in the draft and get more talent and all that, or something along the lines of that. And I see what it's saying, and yeah, we do need a quarterback. But respectfully, I just disagree because you need momentum and a culture no matter what. I mean, making the playoffs, of course, is going to grab any player's attention. Before Arthur Smith came in, I don't think anyone was seriously looking at the Falcons like, oh yeah, they got something cool going on. But making the playoffs, I mean, that's going to grab everyone's attention. Like, you know what? They got Arthur Smith. He's a guy that wants to win now. Of course, I want to play for him. Looks like he keeps his players disciplined and focused. They weren't supposed to be in this position, but they won the NFC South and made the playoffs. I'm all in for that. Let's build a huge, huge culture here and a great team. And I think winning the NFC South is actually necessary, despite all the needs that we need. The Falcons do need a lot of needs, but winning the NFC South, I think, actually is necessary. You need to bring in a culture. So that's why I think going to the playoffs and building a culture is necessary. I don't know if that made sense, but I'm sure there's more takeaways, but man, I don't know. I'm still kind of processing the game, frankly, but that's what I found. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I will see you guys with a video this Friday. I'm always getting it mixed up these days. At 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support. And as always, rise up.